everyone. Oh my goodness, today is gonna be so cool. We have so much going on and I have a fun story to tell you all too. Okay, so I know I've been in chat. Let's go ahead and scroll up real quick so make sure we say hi to everybody. Hello, Tyler. Hello, Philip. Let's see, I don't want to miss you. Barbara. Hello, Barbara. Let's see, we've got Kimmy. Hello, Kimmy. And Mia. Let's see. Scroll down. Kimberly. Hello, Kimberly. And Rosemary. Hello, hello. Let's see. Sherry. Hello. Let's see. Scroll down. Your microwave tea. It should be there, Lozzie. Right in between the hi and the smiley. Microwave tea. Yeah, if you click emoji, it'll be there. So if you click the emojis, it should say under Emily Illustrator the emojis, and you just click it. See, here are all the new ones. Hi, Pam. Hi, Tara. There we go. Ah, needs the underscore. Okay. Yeah, right, Mia? Oh my goodness. Okay, so if anybody is curious what is happening in chat, they're playing with the new emotes because it's super exciting. Memberships for my channel are live. It's so exciting. Hi, Shara. Hi, Cheryl. So when you want more information about it, there should be a little button on your screen near chat or one of those places. It'll say, perfect. Yeah, right under Emily Illustrator, it'll say join. And you can click that and it'll pop up and it'll show you where you'll get a special badge. See how there's a pencil next to everyone's name? That is her special badge. You can't find it, Lozzie? Lozzie, are you on mobile or are you on desktop? Hi, Robin. Hi, Alyssa. And Cheryl. Let's see, let me pull it up on mobile just in case. Let's take a look. Because you should have it. Hi, Pat. Let's take a look here, shall we? Make sure my volume's down. She's looking for the emote on mobile. Okay, so 1 second. So let's see, live chat. Okay, so Lozzie, when you click on the chat bar to type, you're going to see a little smiley face next to where it says chat publicly as, it'll say Lozzie Jane. You hit the smiley face and then you should have the option where it says Emily Illustrator and there's going to be 6 of them. So here, it should look just like that. Okay, it's not going to focus there, but it'll look like that. So you have YouTube there, okay? Here, let's get this in focus here. Okay, you got YouTube here. You type on here, hit the smiley face, and then the 6th little emote should pop up. Ah, there she is. There we go. Perfect. Okay. All right, let me scroll back up, see what I missed it. Okay. Okay, so Happy, the only reason that they see it is because they have a membership now. So like I was saying, you can now get a membership for the particular channel and then you'll have access to all of these emotes and you'll get a special little badge. And then ideally, we're going to test it out at the end of the stream. I have a ticker that should list the members that joined during that stream. If it doesn't list up, then I'll manually shout out everybody, but you'll get a little shout out at the end. If you don't see, let's see, on mobile for joining for the membership, it should be, okay, right here. Let's see, I've got ads and stuff, but you can see right, let's get this in focus here. Okay, right here. So this is mobile. You have it playing here. Close live chat, and right here where it says subscribe, you can tap join. And then that is where, oh, there we go. Cher is a member. Let's see. Oh, do I have, hang on. I should have notifications for members on. Hang on. This is all new here. So give me 1 second. I should have the widgets. So it should go off like this, but Give me 1 second, okay? I want to make sure this all goes well. Hi, Liza. Is it Liza? Lisa? Let's see. Okay. Hang on. Bear with me here, okay? There's just like a few little things here. I'm still making sure we got all squared away. Okay, let's see. Okay, I might have to fix it after chat. In the meantime, it should pop up above, and so I can see it. Let's take a look here. Hang on. Let's see, widgets. Oh, here we go. Okay, 1 second. Hang on. I need to just turn it on. Give me 1 second, chat. Alert box, here we go. Okay, and we want to turn on members. Ha! There we go. Okay, it should go off now and a little thing will go up. So welcome, Shara. Shara is our newest member. Yay, and now you have access to those fun emotes and you should have a little badge next to your name. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Oh, thanks for that, Tyler. Okay, if I missed anyone, I'm so sorry. Oh, you're talking about pictures, Sherry. I haven't got that far yet because a big part of this is kind of it is just Liza, like Liza Minnelli. Okay, perfect. Love the microwave and cup. I know, right? Wasn't that fun? Hi, Sarah. And if I missed anybody coming in, I apologize. But the idea is you'll have, a special badge, special emotes, kind of a way to support the streamer if you want to. I haven't decided what kind of exclusive stuff I'm going to do yet because a big part of it is I've never wanted anybody to feel obligated to support and I've never wanted anybody to feel left out. So I know there's some streamers that do like members only streams, but I'm not quite sure we're there yet. For now, you've got the fun emotes and everything, and we may change it as we go along if there's a need arises. But I never want anybody to ever feel left out. So that's one of my big things. But yeah. Oh, there we go. Sherry says, "Welcome to the colorist package." Maybe I should, now that it says colorist package, maybe I should change that. Okay. See, and then it should have gone off. Maybe it'll still go off. We'll see. It'll be the test. So welcome, Sherry. Can we get some hypes in chat for Sherry? If you got those emotes, use them. If not, you can just type !hype in chat. There you go. One other little side story I wanted to do before we get started. So I had something kind of interesting happen today, and actually it happens every spring because of where we live, but I thought that you would all enjoy it. So every spring, around the time lots of baby animals are born, well, there's a program where we live where they do a catch and release. Just they'll capture the feral cats, they'll fix them, and then they'll release them back. Welcome to the land of the microwave tea. There you go. Hi, Aspie. And then, so anyway, today we discovered, try to tweak the hype macro with the underscore. I'll have to do that. I'll do it after stream though. And so anyway, we had some visitors on our back porch today. If you'd like to see them. Look at the babies! We had a whole litter of kittens on our back porch, and I might have gone down and taken some pictures of them. Aren't they super cute? The badge is already there, Sherry. If it's not showing up, go ahead and refresh. I can see on my screen you got a pencil next to it. So yeah, super cute kittens. This one, she's my favorite because look how fluffy she is. And then this one, he was all smushed. Hi, Caitlin. And then this one. There's 2 stripes, a black, a calico, and some orange ones. Right? And then this one. So here's the deal, is because of COVID right now, none of the shelters are taking in animals. I called multiples today and they're just not doing it. So we were a little concerned because they're pretty young. They're only about 4 weeks, but we watched them all day and we got a little bit of peace of mind tonight because, I made sure they've got, shelter and they had everything they need because we can't bring them inside because we have other cats and because I don't know if these cats are carrying anything. And they're too young to be away from their mother right now anyway. But we watched them all day and Mama came back and fed them. So they are well taken care of. I've got a little thing set up for them for shelter and Mama is there taking care of them. So no worries about stray kittens. They are well taken care of kittens. But oh my goodness. Oh, I tell you, if I had the space, I would take all 6 of them and Mama Cat. But the funny thing is they have been trying to catch Mama Cat for ages in their catch and release program, but she's too sneaky. She's too sneaky, and oh, you don't need to click on the pencil, Sherry. It's just there that says that you're a member. But if you go to the emotes, like if you wanted to add in, you click on the smiley face, and then that's where all of the extra emotes will be. And they sadly turn into cats, I know. I know, right? Isn't he so cute? And they all have pretty blue eyes, you know, it's just, you know, the way the lighting was. But anyway, I know that you all are fond of cats as well, so I just thought I'd share that cute little story with you. But they are adorbs, and they look healthy, and they're super fluffy. So I just wanted to share that with you. Okay. Well, why don't we jump into why we are here today? Thank you to our new members. I'm surprised it's not showing up. I might have to, whenever widgets are on again, we'll have to maybe refresh Streamlabs next time, and it should work for it popping up. I'm not sure why it's not, but we will have to fiddle with it. Yeah, until about 6 to 7, exactly, yeah, 6 to 7 weeks. Let's see, alert box, yeah, that should pop up with, okay, that's on now. Members, okay, hang on, I'm just double checking real quick. Just double checking, okay, alert, and test widgets. Okay, and done. Okay, now hopefully that went through. Okay, that should hopefully work now. Oh, I know, right, Shara? It's totally weird. When cats make little kitty biscuits on you, they're searching for vulnerable spots. Oh, goodness. Hi, Olin. Okay, so welcome, everyone. I'm so sorry. Hi, Kiwi. If I missed anyone, I apologize. I was just so excited to show you all the kittens. All right, let's jump right into it, okay? If you have any other questions about the memberships, feel free to ask the mods or such, but you can use that join button there if you feel so inclined. It is not required. Everything is the same. Olin, you can join as a member down below. Are you going to use Black Widows? Yes, Sherry. Yes, I've got my Black Widows out. We're going to go ahead and use the Black Widow color pencils on this rabbit. Also, if you... A little bit, Shara. If you are wanting to go ahead and download this one, if you don't have it, 1 second. Here is the link for this rabbit if you want to print it out. Forgot to make a thing for it, but that is the link, okay? All right, hi, Shannon. Oh, did you? Oh, hi, Shy, I didn't see you. Shannon, we were showing kittens earlier. There's a litter of kittens on our back porch. Look how cute they are. And Mama Kitty. Oh my gosh. Oh, these kittens. They're killing me. They're killing me. There we go. Okay. All right. So, I love this rabbit. I probably colored it a couple times. But I thought that it'd be fun for, you know, woodland animals. I thought this would be good. I even did like little woodland nails on here. Got little leaves. These are tree branches. More leaves. There we go. More leaves and bird. There's a bird. But yeah, I tried to do woodland themed nails. I know, right, Shannon? Oh, so cute. Hubby just got home from Costco and he's bought a pack of Goldfish crackers because of your last stream. Oh, I'm so glad, Aspie. I know, right, Shy? Exactly. Okay, well, let's go ahead and jump on in. We have got, whew, I'm going to turn on the fan 1 second. It's a tad warm. Having too much fun here, I'll tell you. Okay. My headphones in. The black one is mine though, okay? All right, the black one is Lazzie's. All right, so here is our color chart for our colored pencils here. what color theme do we want to do? I think I definitely want to go with some greens, okay? So let's see, let's grab, oh, 1 second. You never heard of them before? Oh, they're like little cheese crackers. I swear my kids eat them every day. I'm seriously debating about the next emote being a bag of goldfish. Black Widow Scorpions pack. Let's see, which one do I use the most? Probably the Cobra one is my shortest set. I probably use the Cobra ones quite a bit. All right, so let's grab forest, green grass, and... forest, green grass, and... let's do grub green, okay? So we have from the Cobra set, forest. Here we go, forest. I didn't make them up. What? I didn't make them up. They're real. Ooh, whiskey sour. All right. All right, so there's forest. And then we're going to do green grass, which is in the scorpion set. Green grass. Let's see. Green grass, green grass, green grass. Let's see. Scorpion, right? Yes, okay. Hang on. Let's see. Black Widow. That's Fang Green. Oh my gosh, am I just missing it? Oh, that's because I'm holding the Black Widow set. Oh, my phone is not on silent. I apologize. 1 second. Okay. Scorpion set. Here we go. All right. Green grass. Okay. And what did we say? Cicada. Cicada, cicada, cicada. Cicadas are actually like huge and kind of gross looking. Let's see. Or did we? No, we said grub green. That's what we said, grub green. All right, there we go. Okay. Lozzie, by the way, how are you feeling? Oh yeah, Lozzie's up late. Hi, Patches. Della, hello, Della. Okay. Just sharpening these real quick. Well, Lozzie, if you need to rest, that's okay. Oh, it really does. Yeah, it really does. And this particular order in the Black Widow color pencils for this chart that I have, our lovely Laura Rafferty gave me this order. So this is the order that she put them in, and I love it. It's perfect order, I think. All right, so let's go ahead and start with forest, okay? Let's zoom on in, make sure we're nice and in focus. There we go. No worries, Philip. Yeah, Johanna's got tons of pages available for download, so there is no shortage. Plus, I don't know if everybody heard, she's going to be releasing 12 new pages. She's working on the name for it right now, but I thought that was pretty awesome. Okay, so we're starting with CB96 from the Cobra set, Forest. It's funny, I'm using 3 different sets of pencils right now. So we're using Ergosoft on the Dragonfly, and then I'm using Artezas on that one flower page. Now we're using this, and so, you know, you get used to coloring a certain way because of a certain set of pencils, and then I'm just like, oh, I gotta switch. Yeah, not yet, Shy. She's working on it. She's working on it. Who needs sleep? Sleep's overrated. Not released yet. Is there equivalent in Arteza by chance? I don't have the Black Widows. I haven't made an equivalent chart yet, Cheryl, but you could choose any basic 3 greens you have. So choose a dark green, kind of a mid-color green, and then a lighter green. She was looking for help naming new stuff? Yeah, exactly. You submitted a name, Cheryl? What did you submit? I haven't got around to it yet. You sent her 2 ideas? Awesome. Yeah, I saw her live chat today. So that was pretty cool. And from the picture she was sharing, I was pretty sure it was some sort of around the world kind of thing. You know, it's funny, I can tell when my voice gets louder because I'm excited. And I was so excited about the memberships and the kittens. I could tell my volume was much higher than usual. Not the computer volume, my voice volume. So I'm just doing a little bit on either side of this. But it's an exciting day. Plus it's Friday, so it's the weekend. The itty bitty ink book. Oh, that's cute. Inky book. I thought she had released a mini book. Yes, she's going to, Della. She just hasn't put it out yet. Hi, Vivian. You're watching from Brazil. Well, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Here we go. I've been streaming on Facebook the Lovebirds from Johanna's Happy Place collection and using different pencils each stream. Oh, awesome, Patches. Also, I thought I'd mention, so the Mermay event coming up, there are loads of colorists and illustrators and streamers involved in that one. My page is now, as well as others, you can find Coloring Carnival on Facebook and they are updating a lot of stuff too. But mine are available for, well, actually I just have the one, but my page is available for purchase in the Etsy shop, and I'm actually running a sale with 10% off the pages in the Etsy shop right now. You could type !Etsy. And I have not only the, I'm using Green Grass, the Scorpion set number 82. Not only the Mermay picture at 10% off, but I also listed all the fairy houses on sale as well. So those are part of the sale also. Oh, isn't she Shara? Johanna is awesome. Hi, Sharon. Good morning from Australia. Well, welcome. I noticed that you don't layer a whole, and some I know do. Is there a reason for your preference? Just curious. You mean layer a whole lot? I don't necessarily always need it. I mean, we are going to be adding more layers. I sent Johanna a title through the weirdness. Oh, through the wild. I can't read. Oh my goodness, words are hard. Through the wilderness of grace. There you go. Hi, Christina. That is really pretty, Heather. I like that. So I do layer. I average anywhere from 1 to 3 layers, usually at least 2. I don't do a ton because if I can fade the colors out well enough, then I can get the blend that I want. But for this one, for instance, we're going to add the greens. We'll finish off with our light color, and then we'll probably add a red of some sort to help shadow it, a red or a brown, and then we may add a little bit more green on top. So technically it'll be like 2.5, 3 layers. Hi Sharon, waving to you from across the ditch in New Zealand. Oh yeah, Kiwi Mom. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. The only way I really keep up on New Zealand is through How to Dad, because he's hilarious. Did one with Crayolas, 1 favorite Pastel Classics, and 1 Black Widows. Next one will be using my husband's pencil crayons from 40 years ago. He found cleaning out his old room at his parents' place. Oh, how funny, Patches. That's awesome. Well, I'm probably, so the green leaves, we're going to do the same color for this one, and this one. I'm probably not going to do all of them right now so we don't get stuck doing the same leaf the whole thing. But the same pattern that we use here, you'll be able to use on this one and this one. Right? Isn't he? He's hilarious. I saw the little cart he built for his little girls in the backyard. That's fantastic. I'm a little bit jealous they live that close to the beach. Be able to walk right down there. That'd be awesome. But I also have small children, so there's a bit of a connection there. Is the Atlantic the pond and the Pacific the ditch? I don't know that the Pacific is the ditch. So where Australia and New Zealand are at, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but like, so say this is Australia, New Zealand's like right up here. So I think when they say ditch, they refer to the body of water in between New Zealand and Australia. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and use Grub Green, which is from the Scorpion set, number 93. And I'm just going to go real light. We're definitely going to have to darken up that darkest color because this is not popping nearly as much as I would have liked. So I finished binge watching all of Downton Abbey, and so now I need to rent the Downton Abbey movie because I haven't seen it. And then about 10 minutes from the beach. Oh, that's nice. I think the ditch is the water between Australia and New Zealand. Yeah, exactly. Tasman Sea, that's what it is. Okay, okay. All right, well, I want to get a little bit of red in here because we definitely need to make this pop. This is way too light, so we're going to have to darken it quite a bit. So let's go ahead and grab, what do we want? I'm thinking chestnut or not ladybug. That's too orange. Thanks, Sherry. Or cinnamon? Brown bug's a little too red. Not mud. Let's see, let's take a look at those colors. Let's grab chestnut. And that is going to be from the Cobra set. Let's see, chestnut's here. Okay. So from the Cobra set, number 68, chestnut. I am going to give this a quick sharpening because I like a nice sharp point. And in case anybody's wondering, I use the Daler, let's see, let's focus here. Not Daler. Let me see it. Okay, the Dahl 133 hand crank sharpener, if anyone's curious. That's the one that I'm using. Okay, make sure that's nice and in focus. All right. All right, so we have chestnut. Let's see, then that's on Monday, sure, if we can move around, our butters will be closed still. Gotcha. Okay. Also, if you're curious about, I think I'm the last one for the night as far as the schedule's concerned, but you can type !Woodland, and that will give you the schedule for the rest of the streams. So mine ends at 10:30 p.m. tonight. And then we've got a little bit of time, and if we're talking Central Time, Passionista Colorista will be at 7 a.m. my time. But you can type in that !Woodland, and that'll give you the different time zones as well. Hi, Anne. Welcome. All right, so we're going to add a little bit of this chestnut here in the corner. Okay. And we're just going to add it on the left side over here, not on both sides. Okay, a little bit of chestnut here. Okay. Hi, Kenny. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and grab Forest again. This is where we're going to start to darken it up a little bit, okay? So we're going to go over that chestnut just a bit. Now, I'm not pressing super hard, but I am pressing enough to bring out that green. It's going to naturally darken when you're, you know, layering more on top of the other. Okay. And there's nothing that says you have to do green on your leaves anyway. Thanks for that, Tyler. Okay. There we go. All right, we're to darken this up as well. Okay. Just like so. Yes, the mods are very, very handy. Well, actually, no, Sherry. We're letting them look at them, but I don't let the kids touch the kittens because we have 3 other cats, and because they're technically stray kittens, I don't know if they have anything. So nobody's actually touched the cats. I went down to check on them and look at them, and I took the pictures, but we're actually not touching them, just to keep our kitties that live at home safe, so we don't carry anything in. But they are enjoying looking at them and watching them waddle around. It's pretty cute. Thanks, Liza. But yes, they are enjoying watching them, and I mean, they're super cute. I'm telling you, if I just had a giant farm, I would totally be a crazy cat lady. Okay, a little bit here too. I think the first time I colored this rabbit, I did it in blue. Yeah, Sherry, I've called all of the shelters and the rescues and the animal control, but the problem is because of COVID, no other animals are getting adopted out right now because nobody can go in and see the animals. So it's like everything's on hold. So because no animals are going out, there's no room for animals to come in. So unless it's like a dire emergency, they're essentially leaving them where there's at. I mean, you know, if there was like a rabid dog somewhere, then surely, you know, they go and do that. But the fact of the matter is, the kittens are only about 4 weeks, so they really shouldn't be leaving their mother anyway. And if the other picture, this one here, showed anything, the mama's there taking care of the kittens. So, you know, they're not alone, and they stay there, so, you know, I can keep an eye on them, and the mama's there. So it's really not a bad situation for the kittens, and because everything's on hold, there's not a whole lot that the we're using green grass too, that the shelters and stuff can do. So as much as I hate adding to the stray population, it's the best place for them right now, just because nobody's taking anybody in and we can't take them in. So, you know, mama's there taking care of them. If the mama had abandoned them, that had been a whole other story, which is why we were watching them all day. But when she came back tonight, we were kind of put at ease because she's, you know, taking care of them the way that she should. Okay, we're just using a little bit of that green grass. And I don't think I want to use grub green again when we lighten it up. I think we're actually going to grab kind of a lighter yellowish color to kind of make this middle part pop just a little bit. Oh no, Robin. Well, at least you got your money back for him. Ooh, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Oh! Oh, goodness. I am sorry. I heard the animal adoptions are up because of people staying home. It's so great. Yeah, I think that was, I was reading the same thing, but when I called them today, it's like super specific and it's like by appointment and there's just not enough leaving. So they just showed up on our back porch, Patches. So where we live, there's a bit of a cat population, and there's a program that does catch and release where they'll catch them. Thanks, Patches. They'll catch them and they'll fix them and then they'll re-release them because it's just there's not enough homes for all of them anyway. This one particular place, this one cat that has eluded the catch and release people for years just has a litter every... Hi, Match Attacks Kid. She has a litter... fostering is up to, yeah. She's managed to elude them every year. I think I felt that sneeze. I did too. Hi, Pam. And so they've been trying to get her for years, but she's just too smart because they set, the live traps, but she just won't go into them. Anyway, so it's her that keeps, I grabbed the Cobra 32 Gold, by the way. It's her that keeps having the kittens. And in past years, I've, had animal control come or we've went and found homes for them or whatever else. But what with everything going on right now, There's just no other option. Like I said, Mama's still around, so the kittens are being fed, and really animal control wouldn't have even picked them up because they're too young. Like I said, if they were in danger, it would be different, but since they're perfectly safe and they have shelter, Mama's taking care of them, it's, as long as we keep an eye on them, you know, there's not a whole lot else to do for them. If anybody coming in wants to see, I'll pop them up real quick. These are the kittens we are talking about, and that's Mama with them there. So when she was gone today, I went down. I didn't touch any of them, but I did take pictures of them, and oh my word, they were so cute. Yeah, those little blue eyes and a little fluffy. Oh my goodness. So adorbs. There's 6 of them total, and they are just the cutest little things ever. Okay. So, don't feel like I'm happy with this. I want something darker. Let's grab Aquarius real quick. Exactly, yeah, they're in the best place right now. Right? Isn't it adorable? Hi, Lisa. Yeah, they are absolutely adorable. What are you showing? I want one. Allie, we had some stray kittens show up today, but like I said, Mama's with them, so they're good. Yeah, Amazon's great about returns. Yeah, they are adorable. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to grab Aquarius, which is Cobra set number 81. You want to just keep them all, but then they grow up. Still great though. I have cats. Yeah, see, we've got 3 cats, and it's just we're physically not allowed to have any more. So it's just like, well, what are you gonna do? Hi, Sue. Welcome, Lisa. We are using the Black Widow colored pencils. All right, so here's what we're gonna do to kind of make this pop a little bit more, because right now this is just, I mean, it looks nice, but it's not popping the way I want it to. So we are gonna add a little bit more to it. Any tips for returning a coloring book? No return slip, no printer. Patches, where did you get it from? Did you get it from Amazon? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and use Aquarius here. Cobra, are they expensive? And how do they compare to Prismacolor? Okay, so they don't blend in the same way that Prismacolor does. There's a huge range of colors. They're a wax-based pencil, so they're still soft. Gosh, how do they compare to Prismacolor? Definitely don't have the breakage that Prismacolor does. Yeah, Widows are way cheaper, but they're still a nice quality pencil. Patches, so what you can do is when you return it, go to your options, and you can either take it into a UPS store, which I probably wouldn't recommend right now just because of the way things are. But you should have the option for, you know, pick up, have them pick it up. And then most of the time, you'll have an option where either the driver will bring a label, or they'll have something that says, don't have a printer. Then they send you a label. And then after the label arrives, then you can slap it on there and have them pick it up. So I use the Doll 133. It's a hand crank sharpener, like this. And it's got the different adjustments on the back, and then this little thing just pops out when you want to empty it. Getting dust all over us now. And if anybody's curious, I didn't print this out. I cut this out of one of my Enchanted Forest books. Do they have a wide range of colors? What is their biggest set? So they're sold in individual sets, Lisa. So here is, boop. These are all their colors. They have quite a bit. Thanks, Tyler. So this one here, this is the Scorpion set, and there is, how many? 20? No, how many are in the, I can't count. I want to say 24. Could be wrong. So that's the Scorpion set. This is the Cobra set. So these were all purchased separately. And I think he's planning on releasing some new colors. Yeah, skin tone sets also. This is the Black Widow set. And then this is the light skin tone set. Set of 24. Yeah, exactly. And then this is the dark skin tone set. The skin tone sets were my first sets that I got. And then the lovely Bo gifted me the rest of these sets. So yeah. My electric one is broken after 3 years of loyal service. Oh, the electric sharpener. Yeah, I like this one a lot, and it's fairly inexpensive. I want to say it was less than 15. This was also gifted to me by a viewer. But yeah, I want to say it was less than 15. Yeah, that's right, Mia. There you go. Yeah, and I highly recommend it. I love it. All right, so sets are about 17 bucks a piece on Amazon. Yeah, exactly. And then when you get the smaller ones, yeah, there's new colors coming too. And it's nice because you can, you know, spend less than 20 bucks and then you can test out the set if you want. So again, we're still using Aquarius. Here we go. And I know I'm kind of going over that kind of copperish color, or chestnut is what it was, but we're going to do a few more layers. So because it didn't, sometimes if it doesn't turn out the way I want, we end up doing more layers. Cool, more stuff to buy. Exactly. Sue says, gonna call it a day. Got my daughter's 3 little ones. She had oral surgery today. Wanted to say hi and give thumbs up. Thanks, Sue. Have fun with your kiddos. Well, your grand kiddos. Have a good night. Okay, so we're going in these corners a little bit. I just want to darken up that green. I really want it to pop a bit more. We're going to do some on the other side too. Cheryl, welcome to our colors family. See, Philip, I think I gotta check the emote thing. Oh, there you go. Okay. And I'm hoping that that worked. The alert should have gone off for that. I may have to restart that next time. No, members are on. Well, maybe it'll still go off. We'll see. Oh, there it is. Perfect. Cheryl Whitlatch became a member. Well, welcome, Cheryl. Thank you for joining our colorist family. So exciting. I was so thrilled that this happened. Apparently YouTube rolled some of it out. So I got to tell you, I spent the whole day that I found out about that drawing emotes and making the badges, and it was so very cool. I honestly didn't think that this was even something within my realm of possibility for years to come, because it used to be you could only do this if you had 30,000 subscribers. Are you seeing more people coloring now that we're all at home? Carolyn and others are seeing a drop. I've definitely seen an increase in viewers. I know that I took a break originally when this all happened just because I needed, you know, time to process everything. But no, I'd say I'd seen an increase. No worries, Cheryl. Okay, we're going to grab Forest again. We're going to go over that aquamarine, or no, what's it? Aquarius. Aquarius was the name of that one. So we're grabbing Forest again. Okay. You can't do emoji pics. It freezes me and takes me ages to get back on. What do you mean, Pam? Like use the new emojis? Because if that's the case, the new emojis are only available to the, so if you want to use the emojis, you have to become a member. Yeah, I would think so too, Lisa. Oh, most definitely. You know, it's interesting because I took a little bit of a break and I wasn't coloring. Like I thought that I'd be able to like put out some material, but honestly, we were trying to balance everything with the kids and a homeschool, and I just needed time to process. But I got to tell you, I've started drawing some more and coloring a lot more, and I have found that it has done wonders for just everything, you know? Okay, let's see. Now we're going to go ahead and I want to grab Grub Green now, which is what we had in the middle color, but I think we're going to use it kind of as our mid color now. So we're going to kind of go over that just a little bit. Okay. We're using that Grub Green, which was the Scorpion 93. Any emojis? Huh, interesting, Pam. I'm not sure why it does that. Could be your browser, maybe. I'm not sure if you're on mobile or desktop. Okay, now we're going to grab that gold again. A little teacup in the microwave. I love it. Kids are driving me nuts and coloring is helping me so much. Yeah. You know, the kids have adjusted pretty well. They made the announcement today that, and this is the gold, the Cobra 32. They made the announcement today that school is out for the rest of the year, and they weren't too happy about that. But, you know, they're adjusting well considerably, considering everything. There we go. All right. What do we think about that? Maybe we should bring in some of that chestnut a little bit. Actually, you know what? I would love to get your, yeah, the microwave tea. I would love to get everyone's opinion real quick. So, you know, I made the fairy house stickers, and we got loads of fairy houses in the Etsy shop, but I am working on a new drawing, that I want to use as a sticker, and I'm basing it off the mermaid drawing because I'm using a piece for it. Now, it's not done yet, so I still need to adjust some stuff, but I'm thinking of doing this as a sticker, and I would like everyone's opinion on it. It's gonna, like I said, it's not like the exact same as the mermaid house that I made, but I did use an element from it. So tell me what you think. Okay, let's zoom on in here. Okay, so I used the octopus. It's not as clear as I would like here, but I used the octopus. And then I've got like a mandala, ooh, let's see, let's zoom in. There we go. Like a mandala background behind it. And then I'm going to color it, and the mandala is going to be blue. All of the lines on the mandala are going to be metallic, and then the octopus will be kind of like a red, orange. I kind of want to add some metallic bits to them, but I'm not sure yet what I want to do. So I'm basing it off microwave tea. You know, Lozzie, that's actually not a bad idea. A sticker of a cup of water in a microwave, that's really not a bad idea. I might actually need to do that. But yeah, so what do we think? I don't know. I was just messing with it, and I was kind of enjoying what it was turning out to be. I don't know. What does everybody think? Is the octopus doing the bit where he pretends to have a mustache? I didn't even think of that, Philip. Yes, the octopus is pretending he's very sneaky. Very, very sneaky. Philip. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Lozzie, I think that might actually need to be a sticker. I mean, I don't know how many it would actually sell just because it's a bit of an inside joke. But yeah. Okay, cool. Everyone likes it. I was just like, it's not a fairy house, so I don't know if I should do it as a sticker, but but yeah, I just kind of started with it, and it just sort of turned into something. I was like, okay, what do you mean sticker? Oh, well, Happy, let me show you. On my Etsy store, not only do I have drawings available, but I also have special stickers based on some of the fairy houses. So way back when, we did a February. I almost said Faytober. I don't know why I do that, because I got Inktober stuck in my head. But we did a February event where I drew a fairy house. Let me grab this real quick. Yoink. Okay. So this was the fairy house that we colored for February. You could make it a channel exclusive. There you go. Oh, maybe that could be one of the rewards for members. You get the teacup, or the teacup in the microwave. And And then, yeah, there you go, perk for memberships. And then I made a sticker, a holographic sticker, to go along with the mushroom house. So it's a nice little die cut little sticker. And then, let's see, do I have the... I'm not sure if I have the teapot. Well, anyway, if you go on the Etsy, you type !Etsy. And this is the Teapot Fairy House. Let me zoom in a little bit here. This one's probably my favorite with how it turned out. And it's a little holographic sticker. So you got the little filigree that's holographic, the door, the curtains, the flowers. And yeah, so there's these little stickers that are for sale in the Etsy shop as well. Anyway, and so I was thinking of new sticker ideas. And yeah, the octopus just sort of came to life. So yeah, those are available in the Etsy store also. I took a short break, like I said, from selling the stickers when we were trying to figure out everything. What's wrong with microwave tea? Oh, Lozzie. Robin likes microwave tea too. Personally, Robin, I don't think there's anything wrong with microwave tea. I don't think there's a thing wrong with it. However, the cross in the window makes me think fairy hospital. I didn't even think about that. Whoop, dropped it. Oh, because of that. Well, see, in this one that I started working on, it's purple. But yeah, I didn't even think about that. Aw, thanks, Caitlin. But yeah, so the company that I get them printed at, they can do specific things in holographic. Do not set me up. She's twitching. She's twitching. Patty, welcome to our coloring family. Thank you for that membership. Now you have access to the ever so exclusive Emily Illustrator emotes, along with that special little badge right by your name, the pencil. And as the months go on, if you continue, you will get a different colored pencil. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Can we get some, if you have access to those hype emojis, can we get some hype emojis in chat? Or you can type ! Hype. Hot water is not water. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad those alerts are working now. Okay, so that's the chestnut there. See, and this is why it takes me so long, because like I'll get all my colors laid down. Lisa, well, thank you for that, Lisa. Can we get some hype in chat for Lisa and her super chat? Thank you so much, Lisa. I appreciate that. This is so fun tonight. You guys are all so awesome. But yeah, sometimes it takes a while because although the colors I choose may not work out, I have to go back over it. And see, now it pops just a little bit more. Aw, thank you, Lisa. You're so sweet. Thank you. And everyone, Lisa streams too. So if you haven't checked her out yet, feel free to click on her name there, pop over to her channel, and hit that little bell so you can see when she goes live. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Lisa. All right, we've done this leaf now. Oh, actually, you know what we should do? Let's grab... so down at the bottom, you may need to close live chat if you're on mobile, Pam, but down at the bottom where you would hit subscribe normally on a channel, there should now be a word that says join. Where do you get one? Sorry, get one of what, Amber? The membership, the picture? Because the picture you can get on Johanna's page. We're going to grab Forest here real quick. And we're going to... I'm pressing kind of hard because I want this to be darker than the leaf itself. Okay. So we're going to start out pretty dark here, then go on up. Then let's go ahead and grab a little bit of our green grass, just a bit, not much, just a tiny bit. And then in the middle, we're going to go ahead and do grub green, just slightly. Okay, there we go. Little inside pops a little bit. Membership, so it's something that you join with where you would normally hit subscribe. You're going to click the word join and it'll give you all the information there and all of the emotes, though it doesn't work on Apple mobile devices. Good to know. Yeah, because I'm able to do it on Android, but it seems like there are struggles with the iPad. Okay, so we've done this green leaf. I don't want to spend the rest of the evening doing all of these green leaves. Let's move on to something else now. But what we did on this leaf is what you'll do on this leaf and this leaf as well. So let's move on to, let's see. Let's see, what do I want to do for, let's do this bunch of leaves here, or at least some of them so we can get going. And I want to do kind of a reddish brown, I think. Do I? See, I had kind of like a red, green, brown idea stuck in my head. And I think that's still what I want to go with. Okay, let's go ahead and choose. Okay, let's grab Brown Bug from the Scorpion set. Let's see, so Brown Bug, I use this one a lot, so it's shorter than the others. And that is Scorpion set number 15. Okay, Brown Bug. And then we're going to grab Ladybug. Oh my goodness, words are hard. We're going to grab Ladybug from the seriously? Words. From the I was going to say from the Black and White set. That doesn't make sense. From the Black Widow set. Okay. All right, so Ladybug. And then we're going to grab... Ooh, Toadstool could be nice. No, let's grab Tanned, and that's from the Scorpion set. Let's see. That's Dark Tan. What is it called? It's called Tanned from Scorpion. There it is. Okay, and Tanned. All right. Here we go. Lady Blurg. I know, right? Lady Blurg. Words are escaping me today. There's just been too much exciting stuff. I'm thinking about the kittens. I'm thinking about the memberships. It's good. Well, you know, the great part about the memberships, too, is I got the email about me being eligible on my birthday. So it was just like, man, I don't know if YouTube planned it that way or what, but they're good. All right, so let's go ahead and start with Brown Bug. Okay. We're going to start at the bottom here, just a little bit, then you kind of fade up. There we go. And just a tiny bit at the top. Here we go. It really was, Mia. It really was. Oh, and quick interjection. Real quick, just because everybody likes kittens. Look, cute kittens! Okay, I'm done now. I can't help it. They're just so cute. Use my Keurig for hot water. Is that okay? Ooh, I am curious to know that answer. I am curious. All right, now we're going to grab Ladybug. Let's see. I should lower this. See if I can get a little bit closer. This leaf is kind of small. Let's get a little bit closer. Here we go. Lossie does need to do her channel, specifically on how to correctly make tea. There we go. All right, so now we're going to do Ladybug. Okay, and I'm going pretty lightly. Whenever you do your first layers, it's always a better idea to go lighter rather than heavier, because you can always add more layers and it's harder to get that color back out if you've gone too heavy. Wait, you don't have Keurigs over there, Lozzie? I know, right, Caitlin? I mean, personally, I thought me staying up for Emily's stream was the best present, but you know, oh, Lozzie, yes, it was. All right, let's see. So now we're going to use Tanned. And then this is a Scorpion number 38, okay? And we're going to go real light. Okay. All right, now I want to grab, let's see, which one do I want? Fang Green? Yeah, let's grab Fang Green, and that is from the Black Widow set. Sherry, I probably will not, because I'll be perfectly honest, as much as I'm good with flowers and animals, people are not my strong suit. So I just did the one drawing for Mermaid just because everything kind of went down and I didn't have time to do any others. But yeah, I'm horrid at people. I don't feel confident in it at all, which is why I drew the house instead. But yeah, I will not be drawing a mermaid. I could maybe do a tail, but it'd be kind of weird, like half a very onward style if I've only just got the tail floating around. Let's see. I love layers. That's my thing. Makes the art pop, right? Exactly. As in, nope, we don't have those. So, Lodsy, the way it is, imagine a coffee maker, but instead of, using filters and adding all of your grounds in, it's these tiny little plastic cups of individually different kind of coffees. You pop them in there, and it automatically brews it. So you can choose just a single serving of it. Oh, that's right. Thank you, Mia. You're so sweet. I know, they are so cuddly and cute. Keep showing the kitten photos. They'll get them all adopted. I know. Well, right now, Patches, they are happy with their mama. They're only about 4 weeks, so she needs to... I've got this one here. See, she came back tonight, and she fed them. So they are well taken care of at the moment. So we're keeping an eye on them. They're staying. I put up a little place for them to sleep and stuff. So just kind of think of them as outside kitties at the moment. Well, Sherry too. Oh yeah, because you have the Black Widows one. Yeah. Good call. Don't want to have to stop being friends with you if you disapprove of the answer. Yeah, it's a machine. Exactly. All right. So we're going to use Fang Green. That was Black Widow 09. Okay. And we're going to add just a tiny bit, a little bit here for the shading. And I've mentioned it before, but if you are not familiar with my channel, or if you're new here, one of the reasons that I'm using browns and reds to shade my green and greens to shade my red is because of this. If you're not sure what this is called a color wheel. And a lot of times, now don't get me wrong, I still use black to do shading sometimes. It depends on the situation. But if you really want something to pop, one of the nice things to do is rather than using black to shade, you can use complementary colors. Now, complementary colors are essentially the colors that are going to be opposite of each other on the color wheel. So here, actually on the back, let's zoom in real quick. Okay, so complementary is using any two colors directly opposite each other on the wheel. Example, blue and orange. So if you zoom out, you can see you have blue here. Directly opposite is orange. You have red and you have green, purple, yellow. All right, and so what those are going to do is they're going to kind of work. They're always complementary, means they're going to go well together. So even if you have just say you're like mixing an outfit or whatever, those colors are always going to go well together. And the nice thing about this too is it's got this wheel that turns, and it tells you everything you need to know. So like here, you've got your primary colors, which are red, yellow, and blue, are the basic colors, cannot be made from mixing other colors. You have your secondary, tertiary. So it's like a little lesson in and of itself. So anyway, if you're interested in this, I think I just got this for $5 on Amazon. You can type in ! Color wheel in chat, and the link for that will pop up. But if you're struggling with choosing your colors or how to mix them or what goes well together, get yourself one of these, and this is going to help you quite a bit in the long run. So just my little side note. Let's see, I'm erring on the side of caution. It might push you over the edge. 2 artists have done 3 tail-only pages, so you could have done tails. Oh, I could have done... Oh, and hi, Diane. Yeah, I suppose I could have done some. I don't know. Houses are sort of my thing. Hi, Kelly. Welcome. All right. So, make sure this is nice and in focus. There we go. All right. So, we were using Fang Green. And we are going to shade that just a tiny bit. I'm going really light, especially when you're using a darker color like this over the top. You want to go nice and light, otherwise you could go heavy too soon. All right, so we're going to use a little bit of green here as well. Okay, there we go. Then we're going to go ahead and grab our brown bug again. Over there. See, and the green isn't popping exactly, but it gave it just enough that it's blending a little bit of that darkness. I feel like this isn't in focus. There we go. That's a little bit better. Okay, now we're going to use a little bit more of that brown bug here. Okay, a little bit more here. Here we are. All right, now we're going to go ahead and use Ladybug. So finicky. It's probably just me. I just feel like, yeah, I suppose that's in focus. I'm just fiddling with it too much, right? Am I crazy? There we go. That's a little bit better. Okay. Well, Lozzie is awesome. All right, Ladybug. Pamela, welcome to our coloring family. Thank you for subscribing. Don't forget to hit that bell so you can see when we go live. And welcome, welcome. Okay, I'm just going real light here. I want to make sure there's enough space so that we can leave that kind of nice bright spot in the middle. So I'm going real light. Okay, and then we're going to use Tanned, which was from the Scorpion set, SC38. Okay, and I'm going to press just a tiny bit harder on this edge of the red to help the blend into the lighter color. Okay, so just a tiny bit harder so we don't have any harsh lines. And a little bit lighter in the middle, okay? You could always take that lighter color too and kind of go over everything to kind of help blend that in. All right, so now when we zoom out, whoop, haha, I twisted the wrong thing. Oh, good night, Kenny. Did I miss something upstairs? All right, good night, Kenny. Get some rest. There we go. Okay. All right, so looking at it now, I don't like that I can see, I don't know, I guess it looks a little bit different in the camera than it does in real life. It's a pretty decent blend in real life. You know, I'll leave it alone and I'll quit messing with it. Let me get a drink of water here real quick. All right, so let's go ahead and take this red again. We'll do a few of these leaves here and then we'll move on to something else because I want to make sure I can show you as many leaves as possible here before our time runs out tonight. But we still got about an hour, so we're good. All right, so we'll start with that brown bug. Okay. There's the brown bug. And then, hi Cassandra. And then Ladybug. And if I missed anybody, I apologize. Blanket hellos to everyone. Ladybug here. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and use Tanned. Okay, then we're going to go ahead, long story, but my real name is Laura, my middle name is Jane, my friends called me Loz or Lozzie, so Lozzie Jane just made sense. Oh, that's cute, I like it. All right, so we're going to use Fang Green now. Okay, right up along that side. And we're going to use it here as well. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and grab that brown bug again. Names on these always crack me up. But considering there's, you know, a lot of insect and animal names, seems fitting for a Woodlands Colorathon, you know? All right, and Ladybug. we'll go ahead and grab tan, just like we did before. Kind of go over that a little bit. So you can see these don't quite blend like Prismacolors do, but if you get enough layers, you get a nice look to it. All right. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of the outside here. Okay. So I would like to do some brown. So we're going to go ahead and grab, let's see, how dark do I want to go? Let's grab dark chocolate from the Scorpion set. Let's see. Did I say dark chocolate? Yes, dark chocolate from the Scorpion set. Okay. So dark chocolate, and then we're going to grab, let's see, I'm going to grab cinnamon from the dark skin tone set. Okay. And the nice thing is all these pencils have defining features. Like in all of the skin tone sets, they're going to have color at the end of the pencil. And every single pencil, whether it's Black Widow or Scorpion, so you can see the Scorpion is white, Cobra is yellow. Do I have any Black Widows out? Yeah. Black Widow is red. And then obviously they've got their each individual code names. And then like I said, the ones from the skin tone sets are color dipped at the bottom. Okay, so dark chocolate, cinnamon. Do I want cinnamon? No, you know what? I take it back. We're not going to do cinnamon. That's a little too bright red. We are going to do mud, which is from the dark skin tone set also. As soon as I can find it. Let's see. Mud. Here we go. It was right next to it. All right. We're going to do mud instead. Okay. Mud. And then we'll go ahead and grab, what do we want? What do we want? We're going to grab Merc, which is from the light skin tone set. Okay, so we're going to give this a quick sharpen. Okay, and mud. Let's give that a quick sharpen here. Okay, so we're going to grab our dark chocolate, okay, and we're going to start up at the top. Okay, and then this little piece that's sticking up, that's going to be all dark chocolate. Have this come up. I'm continuing a little bit more than I would because this leaf is covering it, so naturally it would be a little bit more. There we go. Zoom that in. It'd be, you know, a little bit more shadowed because there's a leaf covering it. So that's going to get trailed up just like that. And that will get trailed on down there. Okay, and we're just going to keep using this color here while we do this one at the same time. Okay, so that's going to go there. That's going to go there. I'm going to put a little bit here just because that leaf is covering that leaf just a bit. And this is all going to be that dark chocolate. Now I want chocolate. I might have to go make cookies because I'm validating all of you by saying calories don't count in quarantine. Eat away. Lisa Matrokin's been teaching me how to do skin tones. It's been challenging me fun. Oh, awesome, Sherry. I'm so glad. When I bring out my debut book, Introduction to Beginner's Tea Etiquette, I shall be sure to mention each and every one of you in the dedication. I appreciate it, Lozzie. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and grab mud. Now, we're not going to use too much of it because we want to make sure that there's enough room for Merc, which is going to be kind of the highlight of the color. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use mud here. Just a tiny bit. Sounds like someone's car alarm is going off. What are you doing in your car? You're supposed to be social distancing. It's 9:44 at night. Okay, just little light strokes. I start at the top and go down because I want to make sure that this end isn't a harsh line. So I'll show you real quick. Here, let's grab one of these notebooks here. Okay, so these are one of Johanna's journals here, and I'm going to show you why I do that. Okay, always need cookies, I know, right? But don't microwave your cookies, people. Maybe I should microwave cookies just to see if it works. All right, I just want to show you just real quick. So, let's see. Oh my goodness, where did all my colors go? Oh, there's dark chocolate and then murk. There it is. Okay, so we have, say, the top of the leaf, okay? And it's like so. And I just want to show you the quick difference on why I do strokes down, okay? So I have it faded here. Now, if I were to take mud, no cookies either? Lads, you're killing me. Don't tell Emily. Kitty says snack time. No, it was just the car alarm that was going off. Okay, Lozzie, I won't microwave cookies. Lozzie, how do you feel about microwavable mug cakes? You know, you mix up the ingredients in a mug, pop it in the microwave, and then, you know, it does its thing. Okay, so if I were to start at the bottom and go up, you're going to come up with a much harsher line versus if you are to start with your darker color up in the dark color already, when you flick it down, you have the capability to kind of stroke lightly and kind of flick it off so you get that light kind of, you know, kind of fade out. So you can see the difference between the hard line versus, you know, starting up versus starting down. Let's see. Some people say circles, especially when doing skin. Oh, yeah, for sure, Sherry. Microwavable mug cakes? Oh, my goodness. Yeah, so when you're coloring large spaces, Sherry, most definitely. But when we're coloring such a line space, circles can work, but for me, I found that kind of light flick lines have worked. So the idea is now we would take Merc, and you can see now where I would struggle to get more of a blend with that harder line versus a lighter line, if that makes sense. See what I mean? So, just a little twitch. Oh, Lozzie, I'm so sorry. Just a little side note as to why I do the flicks versus starting from the top down versus going from bottom top. Okay, so we're gonna grab mud again. Okay, and we're just lightly flicking that up. And I'm going real light here, like really light. No microwave, people. Lozzie, what do you use your microwave for? Or do you have a microwave? Now, if I do cookies, what I like to do if I don't make the whole batch is I will ball them up and then I'll freeze them in a container, and we have a toaster oven. So then when we want cookies, we can just take out one or two and cook those up, and we've got fresh cookies rather than making the whole batch and then feeling obligated to eat them in 3 days. You're welcome, Cassandra. It's so funny too that the cats know when 10 o'clock rolls around. They're just like, food time. Oh, nice, Caitlin. Okay, then Merc. I use my microwave for food, not tea or cakes. Well, how are you supposed to have tea time if you can't heat up your tea in the microwave and cook your cakes in the microwave? Sounds good, Pam. Have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. All right, so now we're going to use Merc. And you can feel free to press just a little bit harder with Merc because it's quite a bit lighter color. But now we're getting that nice kind of seamless blend between the colors. There we go. And there we have that nice kind of blend there. Yeah? Thought cake was a food. Yes, Mia, the government don't know that, but I'll inform them. Oh my goodness. All right. So now we know that these are going to be all kind of red and brown, and we've got this green leaf here. Let's go ahead and work a little bit on the bunny head while we still have some time. Because the idea is I'm going to do kind of green and brown throughout. Or do I want to wait on the bunny head till we get more of the leaf colors? Let's go ahead and do some of this grass, shall we? Let's go ahead and do grass. All right, so we're going to grab Opal Green, which is from the Cobra set. Okay, so let's see. Opal Green. Here we go. Opal Green. All right, Lozzie, how do you feel about microwavable dinners? I'm just trying to see how many food items I can ruin for Lozzie. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Opal Green, then we're going to go ahead and grab Toxic Green, which is from the Black Widow set. Opal Green, Toxic Green, Toxic Green. And then we're going to grab Lime Fruit, which is from the Cobra set. Let's see, Lime Fruit, that's light yellow. Is it from the Cobra set? No, it's from the Scorpion set. Lime Fruit. Here we are, Lime Fruit. Okay, so let's go ahead and give these a quick sharpen. Oh, nice, Sherry. Not totally illegal, but definitely frowned upon. Actually, I'm right there with you. If we do any kind of frozen meal, like there's a brand here called Amy's that does really nice kind of organic, fairly decent meals, not super high in sodium. But if I can, I will choose to bake them versus microwave them. It's the nice thing about a toaster oven. Who knew cavies had such pointy elbows? Might need a kidney transplant. There we go. All right. So let's hop on over. Get it? Because he's a bunny. Hop on over. And what I'm going to do too is I'm going to color the rest of these leaves, the brown and red leaves and the green leaves off stream, since we've already shown how to color those ones. That way we don't have to linger too long on things we've already colored. All right, there we go. All right, so for grass, I choose to do one of two things. Realistically, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I'll either do a light tip or a light base. For this instance, I think I want to go ahead and do a light base. So we're going to go ahead and start with Opal Green. Okay, Opal Green. We're going to start at the top. We're going to do kind of that flick down thing like I showed before. Okay. There we go. I'm going to turn this just slightly here. Okay, nice little light flick down. There we go. Here we go. A little bit more. Okay, we're going to do a little bit under this leaf because it would be giving a little bit of shadow. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and take our Toxic Green. We're going to start here. We're going to kind of flick that down just like so. Not much in these little ones, just because there's not that much space and we want to make sure we can still get that highlight in there. Okay, a little bit here, a little bit there. Okay, just like so. You can go over that darker color just a little bit. Like I said, you're just kind of flicking it down just a little bit. And we're not going for super realistic here. It's more like eye-catching, you know? Okay, there's that. Flick in the direction that you're blending your color. So here, where'd it go? Where's the two? Okay, so by flicking up, we've created this harsh line between the color. but by flicking down, we've lightened the amount of pigment we're leaving at the end of this, allowing it for it to blend into that lighter color a little bit better, if that makes sense. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and grab lime fruit. Okay. And we're just blending that through. Okay, now this was a little bit too harsh of a line, so we're going to grab our toxic green and just carefully add a little bit of a blend there. All right, so there we have our grass. Let's zoom on out. Okay, it's a little bit bright there. There we go. Okay, so we got that nice kind of bright color at the base of the chest now. I know, right, Sherry? Yeah, they're great. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's see. So I'm trying to visualize. This is going to be green, 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 red. The bunny's definitely going to be a lighter color, I think, because I want the foliage to pop. So let's do a brown leaf here. Okay. This one's going to be brown. So let's go ahead and do, we're going to do Huntsman, and, oh, maybe we'll do like a brownish kind of yellow. Huntsman, leather, and brown fog. Okay, so Huntsman is in the Black Widow set. Robin says it's bedtime, my friends. Have a good night. Thanks, Emily. Really pretty. Thank you, Robin. Have a great night. Okay. Yeah, all the Black Widows have funky names there. I know, it's pretty hilarious. Okay, so Huntsman is in the Black Widow set. Let's look here. Is this one? There we go. Okay, we've got Huntsman. There we go. Huntsman. We want leather, which is in the dark skin tone set. And brown fog, which is in the light skin tone set. Okay, so we're gonna give these a quick sharpen. Pink. Well, I want to go for more neutral colors for the bunny. If I did pink, it might pop a little bit too much. So kind of, you know, brownish reds, browns, greens. Not necessarily muted, but more more natural colors. Like tarantula. Tarantula. Yeah, tarantula is good. Okay. That one there. That was a quick sharpen. Okay. All right, so we are going to start with Huntsman. Let's go on in here. I also have, one of the ways you can keep pencil dust and stuff from going is I have just this old paintbrush that I use to brush stuff away. All right. So we are going to start with Huntsman. And we're going to start in the corners of the leaf here. And I am using little circles this time because it is a larger space. Little circles are always good, especially when you're covering a bigger space. I just think everything should be pink. Caitlin, I think you and Mia just became best friends. Yeah, see, Mia says, same, Caitlin. Mia, I think you found your new best friend. Okay. Do this here, then we're gonna fade this out just a bit here. Okay, a little bit more here. Fade that there, all right. Always pink, purple. Pink and purple. Oh my goodness, my daughter would love all of you. Those are her favorite colors. Acceptable, Mia. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and use leather. Okay, we're gonna kind of go over the brown just a little bit. out to the middle there. A little bit here. Practically just like a white oval there. What kind of color pencil do you use? Angelica, we are using the Black Widows tonight, the Black Widow color pencils. I meant to put that in the title too. I've been trying to remember to put the pencil names I'm using in the title. I had someone comment the other day that when they searched for a certain name, only like the reviews came up. And so it would make sense that if somebody's searching for a video in that particular kind of pencil, then it might be handy to have the pencil name there. Okay, so I know it looks like a much harder line just because we're so close up, but I swear in real life, the line is not that harsh. It's like looking at it now on the screen, I can't, it bothers me. I would really love it if like video stuff portrayed what it actually is so much better. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and use brown fog. And actually we can take this brown fog and kind of just give everything one extra blend with it. There we go. All right, now let's go ahead and grab Forest, which is what we used earlier. Let's see, that's Fang Green Forest. Here we are. Thanks, Sherry. Okay, so Forest is Cobra set number 96. Okay, and I want to add just a little bit of that there. And we're not going to leave it there. We're going to blend that out just a little bit. But I do want to add a little bit of extra color to this leaf. Okay. There we go. A little bit there. Okay, and we're going to do a little bit here as well. Okay. Now we're going to take that brown fog again. And we're just going to kind of blend over it a little bit. Kind of smooth it out just a smidge. There we go. All right. Now for the outside, we're going to go ahead and take Forest. That is green oval. Where did I put it? Oh, green. Okay, here's Forest. Okay, and remember, yay, I'm famous. I'm on TV, Ma. Hi, Mom. Okay, so Cobra 96 Forest. All right. We're going to start with some of that here. And there, because it's going to be a little bit darker there. Okay, and these corners, do that little flick up so you get a nice fade here. Okay, a little bit here. In the corners as well. A tiny bit there. There. A little bit there, a little bit there. There. Okay, and we're going to do some here as well. You know, it's funny, I can tell my voice gets quieter when I'm concentrating too. All right, there we go. Thanks, Mia. Okay, now for the lighter green color, let's go for, what do I want to use? Oh, you know, olive green would be nice here. Let's grab the Scorpion olive green, okay? And that is this one here, number 62 olive green from the Scorpion set. Yeah, on the big screen. All right, Caitlin. All right, and then we're just gonna very lightly, we wanna make sure there's just enough of a highlight you can tell, but I don't want anything that pops quite a bit, you know? I just want something light. So I'm just very lightly going over that forest green with the olive green. Okay, now I do, oh, this spot here, I almost forgot. I do want to take that forest green back real quick because this is underneath one of the leaves. I want to add a little bit more forest green here. there would naturally be a bit more shadow. It's not much, but it's a little bit. Can you imagine if they showed coloring streams in cinemas? Oh my goodness. I don't know that I'd want to do that. The screen would be too big. If I made any mistakes, it would really show up. All right, so there's our nice brown leaf. All right, so we're going to have red leaves here, green, 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 brown, then green grass here. I think definitely this needs to be a green. This will probably end up being a red. This I feel like is going to be a pretty green. Let's do this one here. I want to do this one. So let's shift on over and color the rabbit tush here. It's a leafy tush. Okay. So what I would like to do for this is I want to start with, let's see, which green do I want to start with? Let's do opal green. Okay, opal green. Then we're going to grab Venom, which is in the Cobra set. Ah, that works, Lozzie. I'd be okay with that. I'd be okay with that. I'll watch other people do it. Let's see. Venom, and then we're going to grab... Let's see. Let's grab Cicada. Free popcorn for members? Yes. Oh, now I want popcorn. You know what? I think I'm just hungry. I should probably go eat after this. Okay, I thought I had Cicada out already, didn't I? No, maybe I didn't. Maybe I did not. Black Widow said, oh, there it is. I didn't have it out yet. Put Sammy on? Oh my gosh, I know, right? Yes. God, her skill with pan pastels and markers, like, she's able to finish pictures so quickly, too, because she's able to use those. I'm just like, dang, man. I just put her along with my pencils. I'm the pencil putterer. All right, so we're going to start with Opal Green, which is the Cobra set number 100. Okay. And we're going to start with that on top. Doing the little flicks down. There we go. Okay. I'm going to shift it just a little. I know, right, Lozzie? I saw that. It's looking awesome. Okay, put it in here. We're just kind of doing these light little flicks. Hi, Loretta. All things we can't put in a microwave. Okay, so I had a roommate once. They used to make scrambled eggs in the microwave. I never knew how I felt about it. I don't think I've ever tried it, but I feel like you get fairly rubbery eggs. Like she'd put butter in the bottom of it. Or I think she microwaved the cup a little bit by itself first, so the cup heated up, and then she put butter in the bottom of it, and it'd melt. And then she'd add 2 scrambled eggs and then pop it in the microwave. I couldn't tell you for how long she did it. It's been ages. Gosh, that was like 15 years ago. But I just remember it was just the weirdest thing. I'd never heard of microwaving scrambled eggs before. Has anybody here ever done that? It's been such a lovely day here. I managed to get part of the garden dug up with a shovel, no less. Oh, awesome, Loretta. Chip on a cinema screen? I know, right? So I'll have to admit, the microwaved eggs was a little weird to me. So I don't microwave everything. I'll make waffles for the kids and I'll make extra and I'll freeze them. And so I'll defrost them in the microwave a little bit and then I'll heat them up in the toaster oven. That's acceptable? Yeah? Cooking eggs in the microwave? They don't come out like chewy, or are they actually like good? Is this something I should be doing? I've never cooked eggs in the microwave before. This is so new to me. And Lossie's giving me permission? Oh man. I'm so conflicted. There we go. All right, so that's it with the opal green. Now we're gonna go ahead and grab our venom. We woke up to 3 inches of snow on the ground this morning. Oh my goodness, Cheryl. Yeah, no snow here, although the temperature is dropping a little bit. Not much though. Venom. My dad used to do that, but I don't like scrambled eggs, so I don't know how they tasted. I wouldn't be cooking eggs like that. My kids are loving my frozen peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with the crust cut off, so nice. Oh, that is a good idea, Lisa. I regularly poach eggs in the microwave. Really? Subway microwaves their eggs? Blurg. Oh my goodness. Thanks for that, Tyler. Okay, we're just using venom here. Is it venom? Yes, we're using venom. Gosh, I haven't been to Subway in ages. Not that I'm going to be going anytime soon anyway, but... Oh, I said my garden tiller died years ago and I feel like trying to borrow my dad's. I can do a little section at a time. That's awesome, Loretta. It always feels good to accomplish something like that. I love scrambled eggs, especially when done in a little bacon grease. Well, don't get me wrong. I love scrambled eggs. I just had never had them in the microwave. Maybe I should try scrambled eggs in the microwave tonight. Okay. All right. That's it with the venom. Now we're going to go ahead and use cicada. Do I want cicada? How much lighter is cicada? Cicada's pretty bright. Yeah, that'll work. All right, so we're going to use cicada, which is the Black Widow number 13 pencil. Your Subway's still open? You know, I got to tell you, I kind of like, because it's our local Subway and it's the one I'd have to go to, I'm kind of off Subway just a little bit, only because, so I went in there, and the woman working there, she didn't look like, you know, I do my best not to judge, but she just looked like maybe personal hygiene was not a important factor, I suppose. Anyway, I walk in and she's sweeping the floor with her gloved hands. And then she came to make my sandwich with the gloved hands. And I was just like, can you change those or wash your hands? Anyway, needless to say, I was very concerned about cross-contamination. But I was like, oh, goodness. Okay, so here is cicada. We're getting that nice kind of highlight at the bottom. I just felt like I shouldn't have to ask her to change her gloves and wash her hands before she makes my food. I don't know. Maybe I'm spoiled. Don't you go crazy with that microwave, Emily. No promises, Lozzie. There's a good chance I will. I pay for it afterward, though. I'm sore as all get out. My feet hate me from using the shovel. I know, right, Lozzie? Okay, I'm glad I'm not just being a snob about it, but I couldn't handle it. I was just like, this is just... I don't know, ever since I had kids, I'm hyper aware of how many hands don't get washed and how many things are actually getting touched, and I'm just like, oh. Yeah, there you go, tea in the microwave. Every time you disapprove of something, tea in the microwave. All right, there we go. That's a nice color. Okay, now I want to do just a real light kind of, ooh, Foxy Brown. Foxy Brown could work. Let's do Black Widow, Foxy Brown. Well, and she was the only one working there, so I don't think she had anybody to really answer to, you know? I knew there was a reason I didn't like Subway. I microwave scrambled eggs, put butter on the bottom of the container, microwave for 1 minute for 1 egg, undercook just a tad, and they won't be dry. I just did one for my grandson yesterday. Oh, okay, Diane, nice. Let's see. I think if I saw her, I would have turned around and walked out. Yeah, I should not have to ask her to wash her hands. That's what I was thinking. I shouldn't have to ask her to do that. I'm like, can you just... Yeah. All right, so Black Widow 22, Foxy Brown. Okay, don't get me started. I'm a next food service manager. Ah, okay. Well, see, I've done plenty of, food service and customer service related stuff. And I mean, I'll admit, when I was younger, maybe I wasn't as, I washed my hands, but, I don't know, just like I said, now that I have kids, you're so aware of how many germs there are. It's just like, blur. I think my need to keep things clean. I worked at a retirement community for a little while. And yeah, that's probably when my cleanliness kicked into high gear and was just like, I need to wash my hands. And I was also working kind of in the medical field a little bit. So you just kind of, get used to washing your hands quite a bit there. There's always a good reason to wash your hands. I probably nag my husband too often to wash his, but he loves me, so we make it work. He puts up with my OCD just a little bit. It's only a little OCD. Foxy Brown is amazing. I use it for everything. I don't think I've used Foxy Brown enough. I should use it more. Okay. All right. So, I'll lighten that back up. All right, so we got these leaves here, kind of subtle. Yeah, my whole body is cringing right now. Yeah, it was not pleasant. I haven't gone back there. All right, let's see. We've got, let's say about 15 minutes left. What do we want to do? Let's do, all right, so we're going to do green, green, red. We have brown, green. This is going to be green. This is going to be green. We do this green. We do this like a yellow. This could be nice. OCD, Emily. Oh yeah, it's. I gotta tell you, like I was coming to terms with my germ issues before all this, but I feel sorry for my husband because I'm gonna be impossible to live with after all this is over. I mean, let's be honest here. All right, we're gonna grab cinnamon. Oh, most definitely, Caitlin. Most definitely. If I get sick to my stomach once at a place, I won't go back. As much as their food was good, well, we might extend it a little bit, Lozzie. It's Friday. There's no reason to end right away, and I don't have anybody coming right after me. So, yeah, I will not go back. There are a few places in town that I feel very comfortable eating in. I've never had an issue with, but yeah, you mess up once. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Like, there was actually a really good place here in town that sold, gosh, what were they? I can't remember, but it was like rice and meat. It wasn't Greek food. It was Mediterranean food. Anyway, me and the kids got food poisoning there once, and the kids were younger too, so that scared the crap out of me. But yeah, as tasty as the food was, we never went back, and I've asked my husband not to eat there either. You need more brown to balance it. Yeah, and there will be. So this is going to be a red, brown. This is going to be brown. This big leaf here is going to be brown. This will probably be brown. So yeah, it'll get there. Having my dad live with us, Alzheimer's, meant washing everything after use and again before use. Well, wait, just because he forgot to wash his hands? I mean, Alzheimer's isn't contagious. So what do you mean, Patches? Hi, Amanda. Welcome. Stumbled across your live chat. I'm Amanda from Ohio. Put in big highlight. Oh, awesome, Amanda. I'm so glad you're here. We are working on coloring this little rabbit from Johanna Basser, and actually she has it as a free download on her webpage right now. Mia, if you don't mind dropping that link in chat. And we are using the Black Widow color pencils. Oh, Amanda, you know Della? All right, so we've got saffron, and then we will use gold, I think. Ah, yes, and there's our Facebook group as well. We got lots of work in progresses and everything there. Thank you, Mia. I'm also running a sale in my Etsy shop right now, too. 10% off of the mermaid house and the fairy houses. So there's that as well. Okay, here we go. So we've got cinnamon. That's what we're going to use first. And this is from the dark skin tone set number 11. Okay. And we'll just fade this out lightly here. A little dark at the top. Fade out just a bit more. Want to make sure we leave enough room for all three colors. Well, welcome, Amanda. We are usually live 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Next week, we're getting back to normal. The last couple of weeks have been a little bit off normal just because we took a short break and now we're getting everything back into gear here. So we'll be live again on Monday at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. You can type ! schedule in chat. Ooh, have I changed that since the last one? I can't remember. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Well, this is a Woodlands Colorathon. There's going to be people coloring Woodlands themed pictures all weekend. You can type ! Woodland in chat for that schedule. Plus, you'll find loads of other great coloring streamers. Okay. All right, so that was cinnamon. All right, and then we are going to use saffron here, which is from the light skin tone set, number 002. Okay. Yeah, you'll love it, Mia. It's going to be nights from here on out, at least for the foreseeable future. Okay. And then we're going to use saffron here. Kitties are getting their evening snack.
They think they're hungry.
They're always hungry. And we're just flicking upwards here. Do run for these insomniacs? Yeah. Well, with the kiddos home all the time now, daytimes just aren't an option anymore. There we go. All right. Flicking towards the middle here so we get a nice kind of light fade. Okay. Now we're going to take our gold. Yes, he wouldn't wash his hands and he puttered and everything. Ah, yes. Okay, I gotcha. I got you now. All right, so gold. Get that kind of nice yellow highlight. And even though the saffron's kind of a pink, when you go over it with the gold, it kind of turns it into more of an orangey color. I love highlighting with yellow, I really do. Okay. Snack time. Yep, they're just munching away. Crunch, crunch. All right, we're going to grab cinnamon again. And I want to go ahead and bring some of this cinnamon up on the left side just a bit. Step in. There, there, and there. Okay. Then we're going to take cinnamon at the top here and at the bottom. And rather than using saffron, we're just going to go straight in with the gold. Still old schedule? Oh, I got to change that. Okay. Bzz, ding! Oh, look at that. Tyler made tea in the microwave. My go-to snack pack. Exactly, exactly. For some odd reason, I want Pepsi and popcorn and red vines right now. Caitlin, you off to the movies? What kind of food are you giving them? Oh, gosh. Oh, well, sorry. This isn't the kittens outside. These are the regular 3 cats that we have. But all 3 of our cats get a different food. So Annie is still under a year, so she still gets kitten food. And so she has to eat in a separate room. And then our other kitty has tummy issues, so she gets a special, way too expensive cat food. And then Paul gets the regular standard cat food. But because it's all different and they'll all eat each other's food, like the older kitty can't eat the other food because it'll upset her stomach. And Paul, if he eats the kitten food, will get too fat. And it's just, we have to feed them all in separate rooms. It's a bit of a circus come meal time. I just used the Sleechy brown metallic gel pen right there for the middle. The kittens, though, I'm not doing anything with. They're, as we can see, they're Mama's. Mama is taking care of that. Yeah, Emily's kitties. Here, quick, everybody look at kittens. Because they're super cute. Oh my goodness, look at these kittens. For anybody who didn't know, these were some kittens that showed up on our back porch today. But as you can see, Mama's taking care of them. So we're just kind of watching and waiting and see what happens. Because look at their little faces. Seriously. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They're so cute. Click. There we go. That one's my favorite. Because she's so cute. Okay, I'm done now. Sorry. Oh, you're at the movies watching me. Ah, okay. I don't know why you're meowing at me. You just had some food. Do you want to say hi? Oh, big girl. Okay. Okay. Here, let's tilt this up just a little bit there. Okay. And then we can go here. There's this one kitty. This is our old kitty. She gets special food. Yeah. Do you get special food? Here we go. Here we are. Oh, you like that chin scratch, huh? Yeah.
Oh.
She's making
Hello.
a cameo. Hi, kitty. She wants her food microwaved. Yeah, they call her a Torby because she is a tortoise and a tabby mix. She's got the stripes, but she's got all these colors on her too. I know these cords are in the way. There we go. Kitty, kitty. There we go. Are y'all done now? Okay, there you go. Ow, claws. All right, let's switch over here.
Come on.
There we go.
Come on.
Bring this back down.
Come on, you.
Hey, look, it's my keyboard. There we go. I was looking at the kittens and missed my hubby saying goodnight. I told him I was looking at kitties. You know, it's a legit excuse. It's legit. Yeah, she's super sweet. We got her when we first started dating, and she actually just showed up on our doorstep. So she was a stray kitty, and we just let her in, and, well, she never left. All right, let's see. Well, you know what? We'll stay on a little bit longer. Let's just do some more of these red leaves while we can. Okay, let's see. See if I can remember what I used here. All right, we had... Where'd it go? Brown bug. Wherever it went. Oh my goodness. Not too many pencils. Brown bug, here we go. It's brown bug. And it was ladybug. And I believe tanned. Yeah, it was tanned. It was those 3. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, the kitty love emote. There we go. Yeah, she's our queen bee around here. She's been here the longest. How old is she now? Gosh. Well, she might be close to 15. She really did. Oh, she chose us, most definitely. You know, we speculated she was about 6 months when she showed up. It was raining outside, and we lived in an upstairs apartment complex. And we opened the door, because we thought we heard something. And we opened the door, and... No, we had friends over. That's what it was. We had friends over, and they were leaving. And we opened the door, and she was just sitting there, and it was raining. We're like, aw. So me being the cat person that I am, I opened the door, and she found her way in, and I had a can of tuna. I didn't know at the time that tuna was bad for cats. I had a lot to learn at that stage. But yeah, we opened the door, and, well, she never left. I put signs up and everything, but I gotta tell you, she is probably the best cat that we have ever owned. Like, you know, now in her old age, she doesn't necessarily always like to be picked up, and she doesn't put up with the kids' shenanigans, but she is so lovey and cuddly, and she's just so chill. Like, I don't have to worry about her or anything, you know, lashing out at the kids. You know, she might give them the occasional nip if they're poking her too much or whatever, but it's never like a bite, you know. It's more like a, she's just trying to tell him, okay, I've had enough now, kind of thing, you know. Like, she has by far been the best cat we ever owned. Like, easy. All right, Ladybug. Like, if I could clone her and just like have her as a kitten over again and just like over and over and never get rid of her, like, that would be the best. I don't know, do they clone cats these days? All right, Tanned. I think they cloned a sheep at one point, didn't they? I don't know. Might not be a good use of resources for me to want to clone my cat. Let's see. I think we used Fang Green for that shadow. Let's see if I can find here. Forest, Huntsman, Fang Green. Here we are. Yeah, warning. Exactly. That's all it is. You know, she doesn't put up with Annie quite as much. Like I said, she's a bit of a old lady now and doesn't really want the children jumping all over her. You know, children meaning Annie. But Annie's got Paul, so, and I don't blame her. No worries, Happy. People actually clone dogs now? Really? Gosh, I wonder how much that costs. To clone your dog? It's gotta be expensive. Alright, brown bug. We're gonna grab that ladybug again. Just a little bit. And we're gonna grab that Tanned. There we go. Oh, that's a little bit redder than the last one, isn't it? It's the downside about not doing things all in order. Good night, Happy. Thanks for stopping by. All right, I'm gonna use the little kneaded eraser here because I just feel like that was a little bit darker than I intended. And I'm just gonna, I'm not moving it back and forth, I'm just tapping it, and ideally it'll pick up just enough pigment. I don't know if you can see how it's a little red there on the tip. So it'll pick up just enough. It's getting cheaper. I would love to clone my cat. Like, she's literally been the best cat we have ever owned, and she's so pretty. You know, she's got some health issues now, but she's an old lady. I think that's to be expected. I take her in for monthly shots, but even like whenever we have to take her in for the shots, like all the vet techs know her, and they're like, oh, she's here, they love her, they go back, give her a shot, she doesn't fight her, she's like, all right, whatever. Like, I've never had a cat that never like got upset, like temperature taken, getting shots done, any of that. She's like, all right, whatever, guess we'll do that, it's cool. All right, I'm gonna take this green and just touch that up just a little bit more. There we go. I pulled a little bit more of that green than I would have liked. They clone thoroughbred horses? Oh my gosh. I wonder how close they are to cloning humans. That'll be a crazy day, won't it? All right. Yeah, she really is. Only cat I've ever had that did that. Like, I don't think it's any way that we trained her or anything. I think it's just her personality. All right, using Ladybug now. Okay, and Tanned. All right, then we're gonna go ahead and grab that Fang Green. Go ahead and grab brown bug again. That is true, Sherry. That is true. We all get issues growing old. Growing old ain't for sissies, I know, right? Was curious, just looked it up. It costs $50,000 to clone a dog. Oh my goodness. It's probably some celebrities that have done it, I would assume. I'd have to have a really good dog to want to clone it. I guess we had a really good dog growing up. He was a lab and Sheltie mix. Let's see, when did we get him? We got him as a puppy way back when. He lived all the way until 2009. Gosh, did we get him in 99? No, when did we get him? I'm trying to think. It would have been, maybe I was in 7th or 6th grade. How old would that have made me? I don't know. He was an old dog. He lived a really long time. Okay, well, we've done that other red one. Let's see, it's 10:35. I think I will go ahead and call it just because I'm a little bit hungry, to be honest. I know it looks like we didn't get a lot done, but, you know, it takes a little while to go over all of these. So for our stream on Monday, what would you guys like to do? Would you like to work on the rabbit, or do you want to work on the dragonfly? I want a refund because being an adult was not what I was told it would be. Oh, Loretta. But yeah, do you guys want to... Barbara Streisand cloned her dogs? Oh my gosh. False advertisement, Loretta. But yeah, do you want to work on the dragonfly or the rabbit on Monday? I'm going to leave that up to you guys. Maybe I'll put a poll in the Facebook group. So, on that note, all right, when we go to the stream ending, let's see, can I trigger it while we're live? I guess it'll have to be on the stream ending. I want to see if I can run I did a little ticker here, like a credits thing almost, that should have the members that subscribed on it. So we're going to click over to there and we're going to test it out, okay? So bear with me. You can't do dragonfly, rabbit? Okay, yeah, I'll put a poll in Facebook and see what people want to, because we can do either one of them. I've got the dragonfly in the book still. So with that, we'll leave it. Yes, Woodland right there. Mia has just did the command for the rest of them. Let's see. The next one is going to be Passionista Colorista. My time, it's going to start at 7 a.m. But it's 2 p.m. her time. So yeah, thanks everybody for being here. Thank you for all of our new members. This is just so exciting that that's live now. One more kitty picture for the road, because seriously, look at those faces. Okay. Anyway, are you subscribed? You are subscribed as in followed, Lisa. The members are the ones that you can like hit join, and then the members are the ones that have the little pencil next to their name. Nice to meet you too, Amanda. We're going to grocery store. I'm off tomorrow, thank goodness. Oh, yes. Everybody stay well, stay safe, do your social distancing, and yeah, just hang in there, guys, gals. This won't be forever. We'll pull out of this, all right? Okay, everyone have a great rest of your night. Let's pop over to the stream ending screen and see if I can make this ticker go. So I'm not going to mute myself yet. Let's hit stream ending, and then let's see, how do I make this go? Let's see. I tried to test it out before. Oh no. Maybe roll credits, start replay buffer, schedule stream. There should be a way to roll credits. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Skip alert, pause queue alert, pop out. Huh. Well, gosh, I may have to fiddle with that a little bit. I thought it would just pop up when I was live maybe, but it's not doing that. Okay, well in the meantime then, I am going to do a little bit of a manual shout out here, because we also had some people that joined as members beforehand. So we have Tyler, thank you for becoming a member. Lozzie, thank you so much for joining our family. Philip, Kimmy, Mia, thank you, thank you, thank you. Shara, welcome to our family. Cheryl, Sherry, thank you and thank you so much. And Patty, for all of our new members to our little coloring family. I am going to get that ticker figured out for next time. It should do like a roll credits on the left hand of the screen. So thank you to all of our new members. Thank you to everybody who came tonight and watched. And be sure to tune in to Passionista Coloristas live stream tomorrow to continue the Woodlands Colorathon. Woodland Wonders Colorathon. All right. Everyone have a great night. Love you all. Bye.